Here's the Grindstone 86 Best Albums of 2024. As I mentioned in my video for albums 86 through 71, this will focus entirely on studio albums. No EPs, live albums, or compilations. I'll cover those in a separate list. We'll get right into it with albums 70 through 61. I hope you enjoy. Album 70 is Liv, Not Your Friend. When God gives Liv lemons, she makes lemonade. Whether it was Lemon from her debut album or this collection of breakup songs and assorted covers on her sophomore offering, it's pretty clear that Liv is going to be a star, and word on the street is she's getting the band back together and working with Orange Blossom Queen Van Plating for album number 3. Can't wait to hear what those two have cooking. Album 69 is Morgan Wade's Obsessed. Morgan follows up her excellent Sadler-Vaden-produced album Psychopath with Obsessed. Where Psychopath leaned a little bit more pop, Obsessed, produced by Clint Wells, is a bit of a grittier return to the former for 2021 label debut Reckless. For me, 2 AM in London is a favorite on an album of really good offerings. Album 68 is Jesse Daniels' Countin' the Miles. Jesse gives us an album of pure, straight-up country with Countin' the Miles. Merle's son, Ben Haggard, joins Jesse on the excellent Tomorrow's Good Old Days. The title track is another favorite. Give this one a listen. Album 67 is Dustin Kensrue's Desert Dreaming. The first time I heard Death Valley Honeymoon, a song that Dustin teams up with Cat Clyde on, I was hooked. As the Desert Dreaming title suggests, there's a pretty pervasive Western theme throughout. Heart of Sedona is another great song. This was a great find this year that you guys should spend some time with. Album 66 is Blaine Bailey's Home. Oklahoma seems to be the center of the Americana and Red Dirt universe right now. Obviously, Turnpike is back together in their writing songs, and Cross Canadian Ragweed is announcing dates, but that's not half of it. J.R. Carroll and Wyatt Flores put out a couple of Grindstone best-of albums, but we'll get to those eventually. Another Oklahoma native that put out a killer Red Dirt album is Blaine Bailey, a Native American of Kiowa heritage who calls Tahlequah his home. As expected, there's lots of fiddle and electric guitar on this one. Finally Home would be home on an old 97 album, and Colorado Soil, a song about turning to growing pot before going all in on meth, is probably my favorite of the album. Album 65 is Kayla Ray's The World's Weight. Kayla kicks off her album The World's Weight with the groove of The Place I Fell in Love with You before moving to the Drinking Lamette, Likes to Drink Alone. For me, though, the pinnacle of this great collection of songs is The Highest Point in Seven Counties, a song that looks like she wrote with Jason Eady. It's a powerful tune about faded love and accompanying regret. Check it out. Album 64 is Rob Barrett's Burning in the Stars. Rob is yet another Texas artist on this list, currently residing in Austin after growing up in Memphis and spending some time in Fort Worth. For Burning in the Stars, Rob worked with Brian Douglas Phillips as a producer, who has done some work with fellow Austin artist David Ramirez. Rustin Kelly joins Rob on High Road, which is one of my favorites on the album. I think Lonely in Blue might be the highlight for me. Has a bit of a Will Hogue feel. Give it a listen. Album number 63 is Ben Jarrell's A Country Song. Not to be outdone by Oklahoma, there's also a lot of good music coming out of Bama these days. Sure, there are bands like the Red Clay Strays with their meteoric rise, but the state is far from top-heavy when it comes to talent. Rich Henderson, Taylor Honeycutt, Love Red are some of my favorite artists that are Grindstone best-ofs. Another artist I've added to that list is Ben Jarrell. His album titled A Country Song is filled with a ton of good ones. A lot of pedal steel, fiddle, and just the right amount of twang. I love The Wall Always Wins, but my favorite is probably Shadow of a Shade Tree, a song that feels so much like a new take on Tracy Lawrence's Paint Me a Birmingham. This album, like Jesse Daniels, is one of the best pure country albums on this list. In addition, last year Ben produced Anna Westcoat's album, World Famous, one that you'll want to check out. Give them both a spin. Number 62 is Corb Lund El Viejo. Whether it's hanging up the cleats or putting away the glove, anyone who's faced athletic mortality will appreciate Out on a Win, my favorite tune off of Corb Lund's El Viejo, and the rest of the album has some bangers as well. Give it a listen. Album 61 is Beau Jennings and the Tigers' American Stories and Major Chords. Once again, we're back in Oklahoma, this time with Beau Jennings and the Tigers' album American Stories and Major Chords. Beau spent some of the 2000s in Brooklyn fronting the Americana rock band Cheyenne until he moved to Oklahoma and hooked up with the Tigers. And that's what the album sounds like. It's more rock than Red Dirt, more Jesse Malin, Dave Hause than it is Turnpike in terms of feel and instrumentation. Oklahoma Heat is a favorite, and Broken Angel reminds how good a harmonica can hit sometimes. Check this one out and check out Beau's earlier stuff. That's a wrap for the Grindstone Best of Albums 70 through 61. Make sure you share and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. In addition to these best of lists, there are a ton of great concert videos including 49 Winchester, Sturgill Simpson, Pony Bradshaw, among others, as well as covers and original songs. Be on the lookout for albums 60 through 51 coming soon. Talk to you later.